co-chair of the board of directors of Young Voices, and I'm also a senior at Classical High School. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you all so much for coming. It means so much to all of us. And as it says in your invitation, this is a one-time only event. And that is absolutely true because Young Voices has a very, very special birthday party tonight. As we read a lot about, startups lasting for only a few years, we realize that Young Voices has actually been going stronger than ever for 10 whole years. So as you can see here tonight, this is a very small and intimate event, and that is because you are really, truly the people who have made this happen. In fact, you have given long-lasting life to Karen's dream. And we, the youth, have benefited from all of your generosity. So don't even think for 1 second that what you have created and sustained goes unnoticed. And we want to thank you all, each and every one of you, from the bottom of our hearts. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you not only the founder of Young Voices, but our leader, Karen Feldman.
It is so good to be with you here tonight. As Shilin said, this is a one-time only occasion. And you see, it is a small gathering. That's because this is a family birthday party, and you are family. You, our board members and donors, are the members of our family who have generously enabled this organization to have its impact on young people for an entire decade. I started Young Voices 10 years ago because I believed that youth could make a real impact on our community. Here we are, 10 years later, and look at what our youth have achieved. To see what our youth have accomplished over the past decade in their own lives and in our state is more gratifying than I can say. Tonight we are not only celebrating a birthday, but a coming of age for Young Voices. We are celebrating not only our past, but also our future. You might say that this evening for me is a dream come true, but it's not. It's a dream coming true. Our youth are going out into a world that hasn't been invented yet. As we look at our world, locally and nationally, it is hard to imagine much past tomorrow. So we have to keep our focus as an organization. We have to expand our summer workforce program, multiply our contacts, strengthen our program helping youth get into college, and support our youth to graduate college on time. We have a lot to do, and it matters now more than ever. Most of you here tonight have been long-term supporters of our efforts to pursue our mission. You all, with your incredible generosity, have helped meet the challenges of Young Voices' first 10 years. I know we wouldn't be here without you, and Christian and Shilin wouldn't be speaking in front of you today. So tonight is a one-time only occasion because we are honoring you for building the real foundation of Young Voices. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that you will continue to share our success into our next decade. And I also have the pleasure of making an announcement. Tonight we are announcing the creation of the Young Voices Founders Society. The Founders Society is intended to encourage future support from donors at the $1,000 annual gift level, since that support is becoming the backbone of the organization. Each year we will be honoring donors at the $1,000 annual gift level, both to recognize your support and to highlight your example, so it motivates other donors, many of whom we might not even have yet met, to step up with their support. Now, to honor you, we have a gift, and this gift was made in the usual Young Voices style, personally. So they were each made by hand by an artist, very caringly in Nevada, in her garage, seriously. And so each one of them is totally different because she made each one by hand. And then she carefully mailed them across the country. So every one of them is literally a work of art. So what I want to do is, I'm going to call people up to come up and give you the gift. And I'm going to start with the individual donors and then folks representing corporations and organizations. And if you could please also just stay up after you come up to get the gift, that would be wonderful. So, and I'm starting with individuals by your first name alphabetically, which would mean Andrew comes up first. And Bill. And Joan Katab, a very long-term friend of young Joyce. I don't see John Kelly right now, so we'll hold that. Jonathan! Lainey and Bert. Matthew. This is our board chair, by the way. Yes. I don't see Zide here quite yet, so we'll hold for Zide. So now I'm going to ask Rupert from Aramark. I saw you, Rupert. There he is. And Sean from Bank of America. And I want to call up Peter. Peter from Neighborhood Health Plan. I saw him somewhere. This is the CEO of Neighborhood Health Plan. I don't see Elena here yet. And I very importantly want to ask Mary and Delia to please come up. Nellie Mae Foundation has been there for us for maybe 7 or 8 years. So we have a few more folks. I just want to bring them. They may be still coming. Zai and Elena from IGT, I know is on her way. John Kelly, and I also want to mention a couple of other folks who I know are out of state, but just mention their names. Nick and Dee, and Gail and Dave, and well, actually that's almost everyone. And Arthur Robbins. So I just want to again, if we could, oh, and I have just one other quick announcement to make. I want to thank, so Sodexo has let us know that they're also going to be giving us 1,000 every year going forward. So thank you. We just found out tonight. That was a special surprise they had for us among other things, and we deeply appreciate it. So please, let's just give one more hand. And thank you all. I'm going to actually ask if everyone will take a seat, and I'm going to ask Christian to come up so that we can hear from one of our successful alumni. Can you take a photo?
They did. What's that? The photographer.
There's some seats back there. Hi, I'm Christian, your final speaker for tonight. And tonight we wish Young Voices a happy 10th birthday. But 10 years of what? Why is it a good thing that Young Voices has been going on for 10 years and going strong into its second decade? My own personal story answers that question. I grew up in the ghetto of Wiggins Village. The experience of growing up there wasn't positive until my turning point, my junior year in high school. Before this point, I spent my time trying to blend into my surroundings. I changed my speech pattern and the way I dressed. I watched close friends lose confidence in their ability to succeed and instead due to a life of crime and violence. At times, I felt powerless. I was a low-income minority with a single mother. All the drug offers and threats I received on a daily basis still reverberate in the back of my head. I never accepted any of these offers, and I never will. I always ended up with a new scar on some part of my body. I never got over these experiences, and I can proudly say I never will. They're a reminder of where I come from and where I know I will not reside. The life I'm about to live, one of success and accomplishment, is so different from the environment I grew up in. I was accepted into Rhode Island College, and I just spent the past 6 months in becoming a tactical data system specialist in the Army National Guard. Now that I've completed that, now that I've completed that training, I will be in college full-time with my tuition paid entirely by the National Guard. Why has my journey been so different from the journey my friends have taken? It's actually not a mystery as to why I'm here today. It's because I chose a different path. I discovered Young Voices when I was in high school. It was Young Voices where Karen and the staff saw my true potential, my intellect, and my leadership ability. They never stopped pushing me. They gave me opportunities I never could have dreamed of. I testifying at the State House, meeting regularly with the Providence Superintendent to diminish the amount of suspensions citywide, being part of a youth advisory committee led by Kids Count to increase the amount of student-centered learning across Rhode Island. Young Voices opened my eyes to the policy work behind creating a thriving neighborhood. They showed me how to further build relationships with influential people and push policy changes at the city and state level. I would have never been able to speak in front of you today, to meet with the education commissioner and have the ability to debate him on issues, or lead corporate presentations across the state if it weren't because of Young Voices. They took the time to train me, to groom me into a leader and push me and develop my capacities. There are far more youth like me who could be on the path less traveled. So many more youth like me out there with the potential to succeed and greatly benefit our state. Thank you again for all of you, all you have done for Young Voices and to make the dreams possible for more than 600 youth like myself. Now I want you guys to work with me as part of our Young Voices family to ensure that generations of youth like me in the future have a chance to reach their greatest potential. Thank you.